Hey everyone, my name is Chris Howard. I'm a Solutions Architect Manager at the New South Wales Territory team in Sydney, and I am at the DeepRacer League spectator area with Jared Spiga and the one and only Adam Spencer. Now Jared, DeepRacers introduced at reInvent last year. First time we've seen them in Australia. What is happening?
Absolutely. So DeepRacers are a bit of an ecosystem of products that we've got. We do have a DeepRacer vehicle that will go on sale in the United States, unfortunately, but you could potentially use a freight forwarding service to get them out here. July 10, they will actually be fully released, but earlier this week we released the DeepRacer console, and that console is where all the magic happens. It's where people can go in to build out reward functions within that console and use those reward functions as a part of training a model that will work on a DeepRacer vehicle. You can also simulate those models that you train in a virtual environment using the Amazon RoboMaker service.
Fantastic. So reinforcement learning, I take it you're learning all about it today, Adam?
You got to refer to me as Spency Spice at the moment because I've got the spice going on.
Yeah.
I'm loving reinforcement learning, the actor, environment, interplay, people coming here early on, racing their cars, sucking up some experience and then taking that reward function away. How do I tweak it? Do I favour speed? Do I want a bit more cornering? Is it important to stay on the centre line? Do I try and do F1 lines? Go away, practice it offline in the virtual world, go to an AWS workshop, come back, try and crack the leaderboard.
So when lead, we have Vikram.
This is interesting. We've got this clutch of performances at the moment between about 25 and 20 seconds. There's a lot of people there. 20 seconds is the barrier at the moment. And then Vikram comes up, this mysterious guy, clocks 14.75, waves, and just walks off like a gunslinger into the night. But he's off, tweaking his own reward function. And isn't that what we're all doing in life? Just slowly improving our reward function.
I'm barracking for Tanya. Tanya's representing the ladies up here, so
Tanya's
come
done
on,
well.
Tanya.
Tanya came along early, held second place when we only had a handful of scores.
Come on, Tanya.
Went away, got knocked down the leaderboard a bit, came back again, currently sitting in fourth, and as she said, she will be back. Don't you worry about Tanya.
Oh. All right, so if people want to get started with this, Jared, what do they do?
So right now, you can actually go into the AWS console of your own account and go into the DeepRacer console and go through and start building reward functions to use in your reinforcement learning models.
And what's been really interesting today is a lot of our leaders have just turned up, having not done this beforehand, no practice, taken one of the pre-programmed cars and already recorded a pretty decent time. That means they've now got a reward function they can go away with, tweaking the console, and off you go.
So yeah, absolutely. Within that console, we do have a couple of ready-to-go models that you can start with. Those reward functions you can start with, you can then iterate upon them, improve them to your heart's content, and simulate them within the console. Additionally, we do also have a GitHub repository with a whole workshop that you can actually take at your own pace. There's
so you don't have to be
detailed
an expert.
You don't have to be an expert. Actually, quite frankly, I sat down with my 10-year-old son over the weekend. He doesn't know a thing about Python programming, but he does know how to do things with block programming. So I did a bit of translation from his block programming to Python.
Why am I not surprised that your 10-year-old son knows a bit about block programming, Jared? I'm not shocked at all.
So, but yeah, I mean, arguably the concepts are simple enough that anyone should be able to pick up and go through that workshop and be able to get a functioning model at the end of it.
And the thing is, as I said, a lot of our deep racers here today have come along, just taken the pre-programmed car, started with that, and now have their own reward function to mess around with over the next couple of days to hopefully win a spot to reInvent 2019.
And what's the reward?
The reward is a ticket to reInvent 2019 to participate in the World Championship.
But additionally as well, if you can't make it down here to the Summit circuit,
what do you do if I can't make it down here to the Summit circuit?
We do have a virtual circuit that is also running.
Where is it? I can't see it.
You can't see it. It's online. It's through the DeepRacer console.
Oh.
So if you have a model that works really well, that you think is performing very well, you can submit it to the DeepRacer Virtual League. Each month we do run a different event, and the winner of each month's DeepRacer League event will be in the running. Well, the people will be in the running for another ticket.
I used to be a model that worked really well. Let me show you. That was it's been a while.
You did say that you're trying to do 20,000 steps a day.
Oh my God, who thought we could control that fella?
No.
All right, so there is a world record time currently?
So the world record time that has been done at a Summit Circuit event is 7.998 seconds.
Oof,
so we're a little bit off
come on,
that.
Australia.
We have actually
a lot
seen
of ground to make up.
We have seen that record time come down at every subsequent Summit Circuit event. So the pressure's on, Sydney.
Pressure's on, Sydney. I'm getting the signal. We got to wrap it up. So get down here. We're going to be down here several times over the next couple days. So come on and have a go. Meet that guy and have a go with the DeepRacer. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you.